Good morning, guys. This is Chris from Your Story Your Way. You know, every morning I normally get up before 6 or right at 6. You know, I feel like I listen to several motivational speakers, and I'm going to tell you what, they pump me up. But last night, I slept an hour extra this morning because I went and watched this ball game last night. You know, I got on my Crusader sweatshirt this morning for a reason, and I'll tell you that why. But the Crusaders were a family for a long time. If it weren't for my Crusader family, one of my children wouldn't have made it to college. But that's another story for another day. But getting back to my family, I went to watch last night. It was the East Bladen Eagles. They played North Dukeland. And let me tell you something about them boys. Y'all remember me talking about the wolf and the dog? My evil family last night. Let me tell you something. You may have come up 1 point short, but guys, let me tell you something. You were the wolf in a dog fight last night, baby. You might have lost by 1 point, but baby, you were a wolf pack last night. You stayed together as a family. That is what God wants. God wants you and your family to stay together and praise together. That's all he wants. And let me tell you something, boys. Last night, I was so proud of y'all. I left. I wonder, some people say, well, I wonder why Mr. Butler or Miss Mandy's leaving. We got a minute and so left and 1 point. Because to me and Miss Mandy, you'd already done what we wanted. It didn't matter if it was a win or a loss in the category, in the win-lose column. That didn't matter. Boys, y'all showed us that you had that wolf in you, baby. You had that wolf in you, and the dog was cowering last night. I seen them shaking. Why do you think that their coach kept walking out on the field? He was scared, baby. He was scared. Woo! He was scared. I have never seen a coach so scared of another team in my life. Talk about Coach Robbie Priest. You may have seen him step across the line a couple times. You may have seen him reach up there and he might have thrown the microphone. I don't know. Hey, we all get a little excited sometimes. But the other coach, the other dog, the dog kept walking out on the field, but he kept backing up because he was cowering, baby. Coach Priest stayed on the line. He held the line because he was the leader of the pack. On that field, he was the alpha, and you were his pack. I'm proud of you, boys. Let me rephrase that. You are young men. I am proud of you young men. I am proud of you for not having that dog in you, but for stomping the dog in the ground and howling like a wolf, baby. And I'm proud of the coaches for leading their pack last night. And I say this to say what I'm getting to now. God put us here as parents, as the mother and father, or whoever. Some of you, I have a mother and father. Some of you are not as blessed. Some of you may have lost them in an accident. Some of you may have lost them because they didn't love you, because they gave up on you, because they gave up on themselves. Do not be a victim of your circumstances. The Eagles won't last night. They stepped up. They faced that dog like a wolf, and they didn't back down. It touches me sometimes so much to do these videos, just because I know that these are not my words. God has touched me so much in the last few weeks. And I want him to touch you. All you have to do is don't back down. Be a wolf. Don't be a victim of your circumstance. If your mom and dad is not there no more, you become the leader. You become the alpha of your pack. Let me tell you something. If you're in a pack and your alpha is not leading you, you better find another pack. Because he does not ever have your interest at heart. Or she neither. If you have somebody that says they care for you and they're not leading you to the Father, to the Alpha and the Omega, let me tell you something. That dog will bite you. That dog's the one that when you back him in the corner, he don't want to change. He will break the chain and run the other way. The wolf won't. The wolf will stand his ground. Woo. The wolf will protect his pack at all cost. That's what Coach Priest, Coach Corey, Coach Teffy, Coach Ken, Coach Fisher in the booth, that's what they were all doing last night. They were protecting and they were guiding their pack. That's what God wants for you. I'm full of so much emotion. And a lot of it is, you might not think it, but I love every one of those boys last night. Stinky's not even on that team, but that's my family. 2 of my sons went to Harold's. They prospered there. They done well there. I had one, Mr. Cody, that was told at one public school when he was in the 7th grade that tutoring him was easy money because he would never learn anything. That boy graduated with honors from Harold's, and he's a Brunswick County Sheriff's Officer now. Don't believe what the devil tells you. Be a crusader. Be a crusader. Be a wolf. Be a crusader. And lead your pack to God. Let me tell you something. In your pack, you're going to have people come to you and they're going to say, pray for me and do this and do that. And you're going to pray for them. And then they're going to go back doing the same thing. Because they don't accept the will of God. I accepted the will of God. I fought the will of God from the time I can remember thinking it. What this is inside of me. No more. I am the alpha of my pack. He is the alpha and the omega. Guys, I tell you this. Jesus, let me back up a little bit. The diverse disease come to Jesus seeking healing. Now, diverse disease means, it can mean the lepers. It's all kind of diseases. It's spiritual diseases. And when he was healing these people, I might get emotional right here. I'm going to get through it because Jesus is with me. When Jesus was healing the people with the diverse diseases, I'm going to tell you what, it's for some reason, I just can't, I think it's the devil pulling at my heart. But he won't win because he don't want me to say it. The people that came to him with diverse diseases, the demons come out and they cried out, I know who you are, the Son of God. You know what Jesus told them? Ooh, this is powerful. Shut up. I do not want to hear your testimony. But ladies and gentlemen, he wants to hear yours. He wants to hear your testimony. You're walking around, you're an alcoholic, you're a drug addict. You go to him with diverse diseases. It could be anxiety, depression. If you come to him, bend the knee, cry out, he will deliver you. But watch out what you ask for. Watch out what you ask for. Because I'm telling you, when he lays it on your heart, you're going to say, Lord, you might be just like me. You'll be like, I can't do that. Man, what? Oh, man. Do you know who I am? I'm not doing that. Dude, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. Yes, you will. If you accept his will, you are going to do what he says do, because you can't fight it. Let him take that demon from you. Let him take the alcohol, the drugs, the anxiety, and the depression and cast them away from you. And I promise you, woo, come some happy tears, guys. You will feel the way I feel this morning. You know, I used to feel like, Lord, I get tired of crying. I don't. I do ask him sometimes to let me get through these videos without doing it. But do you know, men, why he allows me to cry? There's a bunch of y'all that thought you would never see me cry. There's guys on here that grew up with me that, like, my God, I fought this man tooth and nail, fist and foot. And this man's crying. That's right, brother. I don't say this to be prideful or boastful. Some of you, I was stronger than you then in strength. I'm stronger than you now in Jesus. If you haven't bent the knee and accepted his will. Don't take that the wrong way. But I have the armor of God. I bent the knee. Woo! Do you know how strong, how heavy the armor of God is? It's not steel. It's not lead. It's nothing of this world. And when it's on your back, when it's covering your chest and it runs down to your feet, and your feet feel like you're doing like this right here, and you're mad and you're sad, you just hate the world. Let me tell you something. If you will lay it at his feet, if you will bend the knee, you'll be able to stand and just walk away like it's feathers. The weight will be lifted off of you. The armor will still be there, but you won't feel the weight anymore. Just like when the Eagles come out in the second half last night, they didn't feel the weight because they had the wolf in them. They seen the dog on the other side of the line. They said, baby, let him break the chain because the Eagles is coming. The wolf is coming with them. Let me tell you something. All I ask is for you that's watching this, if you have an addiction problem, if you have an anxiety problem, if you have a depression problem, That is not a you problem. That is not a they problem or a them problem. That is a inner self problem. It's a little bit different than a you. When I say it's not a you, that means you are not blaming you. You've got to look at your inner self. You've got to decide, do you really want to stay this way? Do you really want to stay in bed? Or do you want to get up, put your shoes on, and be a wolf? Or do you want to lay in bed and cower like a dog? It's up to you. Eagles, remember, I'm proud of you. Crusaders, I love you as well. I love you all. Butler's out. Have a great Saturday.